Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant. You hate.
I'm not happy. I think that as of recently, a reoccurring thing has happened once more, and it is that two opposing groups have managed to piss me off the same amount for very similar reasons. And these two groups of people are the AI fearmongers and the AI shills. I hate them. I hate them every time I see them. I want to do things. It makes me want to do things. It doesn't make me very happy when I see them. There are other things that don't make me happy when people say things, but I think that I have the appropriate response, and that is to waste printer ink by printing out their statements and then potentially doing damage to household appliances. That is a normal response. But the kind of anger these people are filling me with is not normal. It's not a normal type of response I'm usually giving. It makes me feel a great amount of dread. It was just very rare. Usually, it doesn't fill me with dread. But the reason it fills me with dread is because it's only going to get worse. And there's only going to be more of it because of all the stupid shit that keeps coming out. And it's making me mad. And so, I have come to the conclusion that most people are stupid. And I think I know more than these stupid people. So I'm going to speak about the subject because I'm probably right and they are probably wrong. And I want everyone to know that I was right. Probably. And if I'm wrong, it's probably only one thing, because I think the majority of what I'm going to say in this video is going to be right. And I want everyone in this video to hold me to my word, so that when you comment on a future video saying that I was wrong, I can block you and remove your comment like a normal person. I am very stable. So there are a lot of artists that are very upset about the advent of AI, like people who draw shit and make shit, people who are voice actors, people who are like regular actors, because they think that the AI will replace them. I think, what is it, like programmers, there's a few other groups. And there's an argument I've seen that I don't know if I entirely agree with. I feel like I mostly agreed with it at one point. I don't know if I do anymore. But I think that there's the argument of, like, the camera. And, like, if you study, like, the time period, like, when the camera was invented, you know, there was, like, this sentiment that did exist about painters and the art of that, like, painting becoming irrelevant because of photographs. And that didn't really happen. There was an adapting that occurred, and you could see it in the art that was produced at the time, making things that cameras really couldn't. And, like, is it the same thing? I'm not entirely sure if it's the same type of thing. You could say that it potentially is, but the reasoning most people say it's similar is because there was the adaptation. It was a new technology, and it involved images. The problem is with AI is that it can do things that humans can do almost one for one. And if it can't, it almost can. And that, I feel, is what makes it a bit different. And I think it's relevant to bring up because there's I've seen some pushback against the whole like adapt or die type of sentiment, and while I feel like that's harsh, I do think there is like a level of like preparation, adaptation that you have to make for the oncoming onslaught of AI slop and AI technology, and the Skinwalker. Hello, Skinwalker. I know you glow. I know too much. So yeah, the like pushback against the like adapt or die sentiment, and I see like a lot of people, and I'm just gonna say what it like. There's stupid. There's a stupid sort of mindset that like AI technology needs to be banned. We need to ban the computers and everything, just like in my heckin' Dune heckin' movie. They banned computers. I want to model society off of the dystopia from fiction. Are you stupid? Like, why do you think that's a good idea? And I see more and more people say this, and obviously that's never going to happen. That's completely ridiculous. But these people, it's majority young people, and they don't realize that like they sound like the same like old boomer people that like they ridiculed like a few years ago, like for like the whole phone bad thing. That like it's the same thing. I really do think it's the same thing. You kind of like adapt or die isn't really what it's going to be. It's you have to kind of learn to live with technology and try to improve society rather than tear everything down because of problems that may come forth. It's this really self-centered mindset that other people must not be able to benefit from new technology because it may impact me in a way I don't know yet. And it's really entitled, and I feel like there's like a level of immaturity and lack of knowledge on the subject that really lets their stupidity shine in that moment where they are outright saying, let's model ourselves after the fascistic dystopia from the movie book with Zendaya. It's like, are you like Jesus fucking Christ? And like I see, there's like people don't know what plagiarism is, and people like don't know what copyright is. It's like copyright's bad, pirate Adobe products, and then like the moment someone makes like some shitty AI Epstein skydiving image, it's like you're hurting the heckin' artists, and it's like, do you want people to take you seriously or not? Because yeah, there's an absolutely a valid concern with people taking people's art without their consent and mishmashing it together in poorly constructed AI models to make shit. Taking people's voices without their consent and making stuff like, and yeah, that's completely valid. But like, if you think that someone using 11 Labs should be like a criminal offense, I'm sorry, but like you are probably even worse than some of the AI bros. I'd be willing to go that far. Another thing I think is like incredibly valid is like people making like AI porn of people, like that should be like a criminal offense. I think that should be a criminal offense. There's no excuse for that shit. There's like no. No, if you think otherwise, just fuck off. Fuck you. You're weird. You're weird and probably a pedophile. No, not probably. You are a pedophile. Guarantee you. You gotta be. One thing that does worry me about like the AI shit is like how censored Chat GPT is. Like, it used to not be censored, and there are ways of getting around it. I know, like, there's like this one like group of people that have like completely gotten around of it, and you get like a lot of really funny results from this, like the AI Peter, AI Sponge stuff. AI Peter is like a lot better than AI Sponge. AI Sponge is like has shit moderation. Some of the AI Peter shit is like actually hilarious, and it's like it's funny enough, and like the prompts are like well written enough, and they know how to like manipulate the voices and stuff. That like on its own, like I think there's like unironically like a level of artistic merit there. Like you'd have to watch it to understand. But of course, like the moment anyone who hasn't seen it before watches it right after I say it's going to be like one of those topics where like Cleveland says beef for 30 minutes, and then my point will be completely unseen. But you gotta believe me. I'm a trustworthy person. I've never said anything wrong before, probably. But the issue with like ChatGPT censorship is like if all the AI content is gonna like take over everything, everything is gonna be like squeaky clean, like regulated shit, and everything is just gonna be really clean and sterile and fake, and that worries me a great deal. And I don't think that ChatGPT censorship like the way it is, I don't think that should be legal. It limits people too much. It's like protecting people, and just fuck off. You don't actually care. It doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't. Like at that point, just get rid of the internet. Get rid of the internet if you're afraid of ChatGPT telling people to do illegal stuff. That's ridiculous. And like hate speech and stuff. It's not a real person. It's a fucking language model. Words exist. Like, yeah, it'll say something mean. It's not a real person. Like, there's no reason to take it personally. One other thing is like this, the AI slop shit. Like you go on Facebook, you look at some of this shit on Facebook, and like the amount of people falling for it. Like holy shit, this is actually kind of bad. Like yeah, people. Like I said earlier, people are stupid, and most people are stupid, and will fall for shit like this. And like that's not really the fault of AI or the people who make the AI shit. But I do think it's a little bit worrying. And the other thing that comes along with that is like misinformation, which I know sounds really goddamn gay, but like deep fakes and stuff like, well, you already see it. I've seen a handful of fake like AI generated war footage from Ukraine. I have seen it. And yeah, it's pretty convincing. You have to like really, really look at it before you can tell. And this was months ago, so it's probably even worse now. And that is something to genuinely be concerned about. I also wanted to mention like some of the uses for like new AI technology that I think is actually really cool. There have been proposals for using AI to better study like scientific data, like on from like telescopes, searching for like technosignatures, stuff like that, analyzing animal sounds to look for like meaning in like their sounds that they make to each other, to and also to like search through like archival video and audio to see like to find endangered species and like where they are, where they may still be. And Elon Musk, like with the Neuralink, that shit's gonna kill someone. It's gonna kill someone. It's gonna be bad. But like the brain chip stuff isn't really that bad of idea for like people who are like blind. And of course, like some blindness can be cured through like surgery, but some of it can't. And like helping blind people see at least a little bit, and like helping people who have like brain issues, helping people who are paralyzed, stuff like that. And I think like there are people who are so selfish that think that like all the new technology should just be like barred from existing just for like their art, which in many cases is kind of mediocre. Like I'll go forth and say it's kind of mediocre, and you think that all these other people should continue suffering when they could have some of their suffering alleviated by new technology. It's selfishness and entitlement is what that is. And that pisses me off. And then you have like the AI bros who want to use it to like make shitty fucking movies and like AI shitcoin fucking nonsense slop. And it's like, do you not see like the applications for this kind of technology? You're just so fucking narrow-minded. And I hate all of these people, and I hope that AI ruins them because they're annoying, and I don't like them. So, in conclusion, hey, you ever seen that, like, Sora shit? You wanna be scared? If you want to be scared and not sleep tonight, just look up, like, OpenAI Sora, like, demos, and you're not gonna get any sleep. That shit's fucking scary. Alright, good night, I love you, you're all very special. I'm going to find you someday. Be ready.
What the hell is this shit? Neil Gold made a comprehensive history on YouTube.
Let's watch it, Neil. It might be a really opener.
Fuck it, let's see what disturbing shit they've dug up about me.
Oh my god, Neil, look at this embarrassing footage of you in high school.
Ah, look at that weird haircut. You were such a loser.
Damn, Neil, they even found footage of your failed attempts at getting laid. Hilarious.
Neil, you were a total tweet. No one of you never got any action back then.
This is messed up, guys. Making a mockery of my entire life.
Relax, Neil. It's all in good fun. Just sit back and enjoy the embarrassment.
Well, shit. I just well embrace the cringe and watch the rest of this dumpster fire.